Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the week of the 28th. There we go, going to the 3rd of September. So let's jump straight into it and see what's going on for you guys. Something about your teeth. Don't know. Maybe you're getting your teeth done, alright, or maybe you need to look after your teeth. Let's see. For Aries, please. Aries teeth. Overall energy, please. Aries, what's going on? Blockages? And there's a song coming into my head. It's like an Ed Sheeran song, I think. I'm trying to think of the name of the song. It's like, I'm out of touch, out of love. I'll pick you up when you're feeling down. And out of all these things I've done, I think I love you better now. I don't know, like, go Google that. Go Google it. I don't know. Let's see what else is happening for the week. You're feeling a little bit, like, emotional. That's what it feels like. This week, you're going to be kind of feeling a little bit, maybe you're already feeling this way. You're feeling already a bit drained, feeling a little bit jaded, a bit bored, a little bit like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. You know, that's the kind of vibes I'm picking up on. Like, I don't know who I am. Like, you're feeling a bit lost. That's the word I wanted to get up for you, Aries, this week. You will find okay, your emotions are going to be actually definitely something you're working on this week, whether it's intentionally or not. Like, I think things are going to work themselves out, which is very lovely. So your first card is chaos and conflict. So yes, this can mean chaos and conflict in your life. It may mean that you might be falling out with others. It might be a lot of like misconceptions. And with the moon card being your overall energy, it just feels like a lot of misunderstandings. You know, everyone has got these feelings and no one's talking about them. So when someone says something and the other one gets triggered about it, they don't know why. You know, I'm feeling a little bit like that's going on here. Like, just be careful and make sure other people are careful. Of course, you can't really do that, but I'm just saying that for the sake of saying it, because it just feels like some things that people may say might trigger you because they don't know what you're currently going through, and they may be like, oh, Aries, just get up and do something. And it's like, do something. Like, you know, I just feel like because you're struggling with some feelings. You're struggling with a feeling of lack, a feeling of loss. The moon can kind of lead to a bit of a spiral, and I will kind of clarify to see what these feelings are in particular. But with the chaos and conflict, if it's not external, it could also be internal as well. And this card always comes through as like, you're kind of discovering yourself on new layers. Maybe something has happened, something has been removed from your life, or maybe things have changed. So now you're changing, you're adapting to your environment, you're changing as well. Or maybe just the external layer of what people have put on you, what you've been conditioned to believe was yourself. Or again, that's crumbling away. This outer layer, this armor is crumbling away, and maybe you are coming across a bit sensitive this week, but it's only because like this armor that you had on was just a bit of an illusion. Like, you are now addressing your true emotions instead of pretending that everything is okay, or like having this, other people may claim that you've changed, but you haven't. It just feels like you're finally processing something that, you know, you've been delaying, whatever it may be. Let's clarify. Let's look at the chaos and conflict. Page of Swords, some criticism here. Maybe you're being too harsh on yourself, Aries, or again, some people might be being a bit too harsh on you. Page of Swords is also in a good way, even though it may mean, you know, criticism from others. If this is you, your curiosity is being sparked. Your depth is being, you know, ignited. You're becoming on a bit more of a search for self, maybe for a lot of you as well. Maybe you're just diving into a little bit more knowledge. Maybe you're looking into some of you, like maybe looking into your history, not just your history, but your family's history. Like, there is something coming through here of depth and information and finding things out more. Maybe you guys are learning a bit more about your culture, and now that's why you're changing a bit, because you're honoring the culture. Or maybe you're kind of doing the opposite and you don't like your culture, or like maybe there's some things that you don't agree with that you're kind of finally removing. Not just culture, I'm talking about like generational stuff, like generational burdens that have been put on you. You know, if your family has been through trauma and that trauma has been pushed onto you, like, you're finally unraveling that. And maybe you're coming across sensitive because you're no longer putting up with like backhanded compliments or like really rude jokes, like, well, rude insults that are disguised as jokes, maybe even as well. Like, I am just getting this energy that you're just no longer taking it. You may come across as triggered. The Page of Swords. People could also be triggered at you because of this. Things will get better, and I do see that during your reading, but let's see what the Moon card is about. Family. Could be about family here. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe your finances, maybe your goals. That's what the 10 of Pentacles can mean. Again, that 7 of Cups here is like confusion. Maybe you're second guessing some things. Let's clarify some more. We got the Queen of Pentacles and High Priestess. So I feel like, again, this is something that you've been thinking about maybe for a while. Queen of Pentacles is on the surface. Again, it looks like things are good, things are great, financially well off, or at least stable. Like you portray yourself in a good way. High Priestess, though, is like hidden knowledge, hidden things. And the Moon can mean that too. 3 of Swords is that heartache and pain. Some of you may be finding out a secret of somebody, if it's an earth sign around you, right? Or Pisces, but it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That may cause some heartache and pain, or again, a lot of you are having to face something that you've been holding in for a lot of time. Maybe you think people are finding things out about you. It is going to lead towards some happiness. So it may mean like to process some emotions that you've like put aside, even if it's childhood wounds, you know, you're bringing up some pain. You might cry about it. It's okay, Aries. Everything is fine because you're processing it now. You're finally looking at it. And what happens is the Sun, now that the truth is free, now that the truth is out there, you feel so much lighter, so much like you don't need to hide this anymore, or hide this part of yourself, or to even push that aside anymore. You don't have to deal with it like that. So this is good in a way. Your blockage this week is actually to do with, again, people. It could be people that you have to work with. All right, there could be a little bit of gossip in a workplace. Make sure that you're not engaging in it, because again, it will come back and bite you. All right, Aries, be careful. These people are maybe not to be trusted when it comes down to gossip. All right. 8 of Wands. Yeah, be careful of your communication. There could be some good things coming up. The blockage could just be that maybe it's been a bit delayed, or how we're receiving it doesn't feel very good. It might feel like another burden, or especially if you're feeling quite upset, Aries, you're like, why now? Like, this is the worst time to have this come up. We'll deal with that. The Sun card is really good. You will heal from the things you're healing from. You're going to feel a very huge lift off of your shoulders when you recognize the things that have been forced on you, pushed on you. The way that you're feeling is now being relieved. Okay, this Moon and the Sun is great because you're finally shining a light on these emotions, and they're no longer going to affect you the way that they have been. You do have the 4 of Cups. Again, emotions are coming up on the forefront for you, Aries. So 4 of Cups is feeling jaded, feeling bored, rejecting opportunities that we know could be good for us because we're like, I don't feel ready for it. I don't feel good enough for it. 5 of Pentacles here. What if it doesn't last long? What if it ends up not being so good? The Death card coming through, that's changing. That's transforming. You're now rebirthing, death and rebirth, all right? You then have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, feeling a lot more satisfied. So that's growing. We're going from the 4 of Pentacles to suddenly, actually, yeah, maybe I will have that. Actually, I'll have that too. Maybe I'll have that as well. Be careful of overindulgence, okay? It's super important. You're kind of going from being very limited, very restricted, to being like, hell yeah, like, get me everything. It's not a bad thing, but make sure we're doing things in moderation. You then have the 10 of Cups, which is that ultimate goal. That's that kind of, I always want to say wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, so that's some good news coming away. Finally feeling happy, finally feeling free. But the 10 of Cups is also like everyone is now happy. Like this rainbow at the end, like at the back of the picture here in the background represents finally things are looking better. Like we've gone through the storm, we've gone through the rain, the sun is now shining, and even better, we now have a very beautiful view. You know, things are looking good. Queen of Swords, but it took you to end something. It took a lot to put things to an end, so it took a lot of work. Maybe it was a person you had to separate from with King of Swords. This could be someone who you had to set some very strong boundaries with this combination. Could be a mutual agreement here in the end. 10 of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Alright, or again, it could just be having a certain conversation with somebody. Alright, Hermit here too. Needing some time to reflect, to think about things from a higher perspective. Looking at the higher ground. Not just the now, the next few steps. You're looking at the future when making this decision and having this conversation. All right, let's get some guidance for Aries. We have purification. I love that, actually. This says it is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So again, you're removing things that don't suit you anymore. Release judgments of yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone, with compassion here. Let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well. Some random messages for you. Whoa. Club. All right, someone trying to make you do something against your will. This is something that you're breaking the pattern of, by the way. Archway. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up now for you. All right, we have involvement with the law. Some of you could be dealing with the law at this time. Plus, pay attention to your finances. Could be a legal payout you might have to pay, or maybe some bills are coming up unexpectedly. You have owl, good advice from a wise person. And needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So it's all good in the end, and we love a happy ending. Well, it's never an ending, is it? It's just energy. From where I've cut off is good, so that's nice. All right. I wish you guys all the best, Aries. Thank you so much for being here with me. I send you my love and healing. Like I'm trying to find all the decks and put them away. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. But I will see you guys next time. All right.